Because he says, well, if it's not a Christmas song, then you're arguing that it's a Christmas song. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, it's the grammatical Nazi. I mean, Captain Semantics. That's all.
Okay. Dear husband, Ward 6.
Or,
Vote for Chris.
I don't know what ward it is. And I live there.
Bethany.
And I live
It's
with
Bethany.
him.
Vote Chris for Bethany.
I think he's Ward 2.
Ward 2.
Maybe. I don't go to the parade.
Our kids have aged out of the parade. They're not in it or interested in it. Shh, moving along.
Well, he rides in the parade. I don't. I have no interest in the public eye. And yet here I am.
And yet here you are. All right, so welcome back to the Boozy Cinnamon Roll. We're going to do a little day drinking and crafting. I'm Judson. This is my friend Amy.
Hello.
We're joined by our producer, Matthew.
Hello.
We've upgraded him from, I have upgraded him from unpaid intern to producer, still unpaid. But so the premise is we're going to do a little Christmas crafting, and but first I'm gonna have some alcohol, and then we'll get to the crafting. So Matthew, do you want to tell us about our first drink today?
Line?
Is it a champagne cocktail?
Yes, it is a champagne cocktail with frozen berries and
Champagne and Chambord.
Chambord.
The raspberry liqueur.
Yeah, that.
Oh, yes, that.
Very tasty.
Yeah, he's.
Take notes.
Yeah, we're gonna. Anyway, so Mary.
All right. Oh my. Are these shots?
No, but if I do it like a shot, I can get to the crafting a little bit faster.
Okay.
All right. Let me see this picture so I don't.
It's totally a shot.
Know your limits, don't drink and drive. All right, so the first craft that we're going to work on today, our only craft that we're going to work on today, is a wreath. And can you help me?
Yes.
No, I meant Matthew.
Aretha.
Aretha.
Franklin?
Wait,
No.
I don't know what you need.
I need, and the other piece of paper. It is the Will Ferrell wreath that has Will Ferrell's face in the middle. But I thought that as an alternative, so that it's multi-purposed, you also could put another great photo, like it could be. So I took the liberty of selecting for you.
Yes, circa 1992. My glamour shot.
Look. Circa 2019. It's mine's
So
worse.
much glamour.
So much glamour.
Face is going to have to match the shape of this face. This is not glamour.
I feel like with his mouth open like that, like it gives him more of a angled jawline, thins out the face. It's a flattering. It's a flattering.
And plus this hair,
Well, wait until you.
which was teased up to here,
The wreath.
could use some.
Yeah, the wreath is gonna. You'll see. So here's what you need for this craft. You need deco mesh, rolls of deco mesh. We have white, gold, green, and red. The green and red is, the Christmassy. The white and gold, I guess in the original it was brown because Will Ferrell has more like brown curls. But since Amy and I are natural blondes,
Obviously.
we're going with the white and gold.
Are we? 'Cause
Yeah.
I like that blue.
I do have blue, but I think that's for.
I'm not in charge.
Sorry. So deco mesh, you need a bunch of chenille stems, which is what they call pipe cleaners now.
Chenille stems?
Yes.
When did they get so fancy?
When people stopped smoking pipes, so sometime after
That stopped?
Edward
That stopped?
Cope.
Pretty sure up on 23rd and
That is not a pipe. Well, I guess it could be a pipe,
It's
but he's not
technically-
smoking
So
tobacco.
is this going the way of like candy cigarettes? Because those
Yes.
were awesome.
Yes, this is. They don't call them pipe cleaners anymore. And then you need some.
Rebranded.
They have been some wreath forms, and I got these from the dollar store. So not only is this a fun holiday craft, it's an affordable holiday craft. And then
Cheap
some,
has been rebranded to
some
affordable.
bells. Yeah. And then so we're gonna cut out, like Amy said, we're gonna cut these out, match them up, and then like glue them to opposing sides of the cardboard, and then trim the cardboard. And then that's gonna be like the center. So that's the first step. Matthew heard that I had broken my legs off. He broke his legs off. So
You know what? You've probably gotten so much crap about that. And I understand your pain.
because the car was broken.
Because a friend of mine, actually Erica's friend, called and woke me up from a very deep slumber and said she had to break plans with Erica because her car was broken in two. And I said, oh my God, are you all right? And she said, yeah, I'm fine. I just have to wait for the police. And I said, okay. All right. So I call Erica and I say, I'm so sorry. Sherry's been in an accident. She's like, really? I said, it sounded bad. Her car was broken in two. Have I ever lived that down?
I mean, to be fair, should you?
The way she said it, though, she emphasized in two. And I was asleep.
yes, into as opposed to out of. Like as in someone broke out of her car
No, well, somebody broke into her car and stole things.
and then broke back in.
I don't think you can take it that far. I think I'm still the butt of this joke.
Moving on to the next part.
Okay.
All right, so we decoupaged Will Ferrell to the cardboard. Now I'm going to cut it out, and then I'm going to
Glasses on.
glasses on, safety first. The glasses aren't really for safety. The glasses are because I can't see a thing. Then we'll glue the other face to the back. Now, due to a technical mishap, you missed the genius that was me explaining that this glue from my giant thing of Elmer's glue that I bought in 2017 and still have not emptied, mixed with some hot water is a decoupage medium.
And it's cheaper than the Mod Podge.
It is cheaper than the Mod Podge. Well, I don't know that it's cheaper. I just happen to own this because I spent $20 or whatever it was.
Yeah, maybe, okay.
But yeah, so, yeah. And let's see, what other...
So we're gonna go over how to put it on there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think
I
that
think you gave me some.
those are my antimicrobial scissors that I bought during the pandemic because it just seemed like a really good idea. It seemed like a wise investment in a time of uncertainty. I misplaced my face.
I misplace my face all the time. I saw it somewhere.
Here it is.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go over this again.
All right. So decoupage medium, and you like put it down on the cardboard, and then you gently put your other piece on top, and then smooth it with your fingers. And maybe you've heard the tip that you can take like saran wrap or plastic wrap and use that to smooth the bubbles out if you happen to have bubbles.
And there was something about it being slightly tacky.
Oh, well, that's the other tip, is that you can wait till it dries and it's slightly tacky.
Probably never slightly tacky.
Just all the way tacky. And then put the decoupage paper down, and then put a piece of parchment, and then iron it. Use your iron. Or if you have one of the fancy craft irons, you could use that. I do not. So here's one of the good things about Will Ferrell's face, is that it is thinner than mine, which means that my face, this is a slightly thinner version of me. I don't know what I'm going to do about the hair though.
Well, it's circa 1992, 80. She didn't need any trimming.
I mean, so
that was a good year for Amy.
So I have this cardboard around so should I align my hair a little bit? Like give Will a haircut, or?
I don't know, but you said something is going to go on top of it.
Well, so we're gonna move on to the
It doesn't have to be
wreath.
exact, does it?
No, I think it'll be all right. Like anyone's gonna see it anyway. So this is like.
Oh, this is going like public.
Well, true.
I'm gonna put this on I'm gonna submit it for a museum installation.
You never know.
I've got some connections in the art world.
Is it Katie Powell?
It is Katie
It is
Powell.
Katie Powell. She's a famous artist.
She is famous.
So, all right, smoothing. Look, I wish I could smooth the wrinkles out of my forehead as easily as All right, so we're moving on to the wreath portion of it, and this is, the part that really, makes the craft come alive.
Not this.
Well, I mean, it's probably a combination of the two. All right, so here's what you're gonna do. We're gonna do a mix of the gold and the white, and the gold and white, because natural blondes.
Oh yes.
What you do is you take like a little. Can you see this, Matthew?
Yes.
So you kind of like roll it towards you. I'm tangling it up.
Should have prepped one of these.
Well, like so. What you want is like a little curl.
Okay.
Like this. You want a little curl. Like so. And then you'll have, like, when you have three little curls that are the same, you kind of hold all 3 of them between your fingers and then use one of these chenille stems and fasten them together. And then once you've had a bunch of them, then you attach those to the wreath.
Oh, this is gonna be exciting.
So we're gonna take an internet pause and roll up a bunch of these curls. So when you're done, you'll have a bunch of curls, and which is what we have here. And basically, my plan is you take 3 curls. This is a gold one. This is a white one.
Do you do it all different every time?
I think yes.
Or just mix it up?
I think yes. And then you take, I'm planning on doing all different. And then you take one of your chenille stems, which I cut the original 12 inches or whatever in half. And then you fold it like this. And then you just like pinch it in the middle. And twist it. Tightly.
And then you imagine it's somebody's neck.
Alright, so then you have like this little thing here. And then what we're going to do is, you see how the wreath is divided 1, 2, 3 into 3 sections?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do the 2 sections are going to be the white and gold combo, and then the bottom section will be like the neck, and we'll do
Up here.
no, we'll do
Why,
maybe.
Why would that be different? Because of his color scheme?
Well, no. So it's supposed to be like, you know, his curls on the top, Amy's halo of golden, lovely curls, and then underneath would be like, you know, because it's elf, like he had an elf
I never
suit. Oh well, it.
Cut.
All right. So as we are finishing up, while we were sitting here twisting, we were talking about. Used to be that when Kathleen was working at the state capitol. I mean, she still works at the state capitol, but she works at home. But the rule was, if I needed something before I called her and interrupted her at work, because she's a very busy person, that I was supposed to ask myself, is this important? Is it important to anybody but me? Will other people think that this is important? If I call Texas J and tell Texas J about it, will that satisfy my need to talk to Kathleen about this? Like,
Yes. Okay.
like, how badly do I think Kathleen really needs to know this? Which is what led to...
Any cell phone dialed wolf.
Yeah. I'm the boy who cried wolf. But then when I broke my legs, and I really was calling her because I had broken my legs, she didn't answer the phone.
You really did.
She was
you
like...
really did have that coming.
Oh my God, why is he calling? I'm trying to work.
That's like when Erica would call me every day and tell me what Martha Stewart was doing on TV, because she'd moved to Chicago and she hadn't gotten her out-of-state nursing license yet, so she was just kind of stuck. Didn't know anybody. So she would watch Martha Stewart, and then she would call me and tell me, you would not believe what she is doing now. And I had these kids everywhere. I had things going on. And I was like...
I feel like...
I was like, that's it. You cannot call me.
I feel like that was prescient. Like she knew that someday you'd be sitting here holding on to a hot glue gun, wrapping rib.
Actually, I cut her off. I said, you're not allowed to watch Martha Stewart anymore. It's too upsetting to you. The things that she is doing make no sense to you.
after you have your little bundles of 3, you want to like twist them on the inner 2. I don't know if you can see this, but the inner 2 rings, like that. Like, and I said that there were 3 sections, so like do 2 sections, and you just want to, I don't know. I mean, you want it to be like full and fluffy. Like if, you know, you had long, beautiful locks. If you had hair like Kathleen.
If you had hair like 1992 Amy.
Right?
Teased.
That brings up an interesting point. Not on this craft, but on some of these crafts that I am learning about from the YouTube. They like to distress things. And they're like, we're gonna distress this. And I'm watching it and I'm like, I feel like that's a little bit more distressed. Like more than, like, that might actually be like torture, like traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you gonna have to?
It's gonna have to have therapy.
Right? So.
A little
All right, so moving on to the next part, which is the collar, the elf's collar. You know, elves, they have a collar, kind of like a clown collar, like frilly.
I've heard that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I realize you didn't see the movie. You might not be up on the whole elven lore.
If I'd seen the movie, I might have been more aware.
So we're going to do a combination of deco mesh things this time around. So we do want to do some more curls like we did before. The other thing that we want to do is to take, in the video it said 8 inches. I don't know how many is 8 inches. I'm guessing that this is 8 inches. I don't know. Zip it. Zip it. This is family friendly.
Okay.
And then instead of making the roll, what you do on this is you take the 2 ends like this and you pull them apart like that. And then you see how it kind of
Does it turn into a spiral?
it's not really a spiral, but it's more of a like this.
Like a bow tie kind of situation.
And then instead of putting like 3 of these together, what we can do, let me see that one. Take a red one and a green one like this, and then take another chenille stem and twist it around like that. Twist it tightly so they don't come out. But just the 2, you see that?
Mm-hmm.
And then attach it to the bottom 2 rings, the bottom 2 rings, like that. And then the other thing is you'll do rolls of like the 2 things that we did before of just red and green, and attach those around the other 2. So you'll have curls,
on top, and then
curls on top, and then the little, these little things across the bottom. And then we can attach some bells, you know, because it'll be festive.
Yeah.
So, and I have to tell you, so which do you want to work on? Do you want to work on curls or?
I'll work on curls.
Okay. So do.
How many do we need?
I don't know, do 10 curls,
Okay.
and I'll do 10 curls of this, and then we'll do 10 of the other. So here's the thing. This craft, you'll like this. This craft, 3 years ago, was like on social media.
Okay.
And like I saw, Kathleen showed me a, I don't know, a TikTok or a reel or a story or something of it.
Mm-hmm.
and
Something on the internet.
something on the internet.
Yeah, something.
It was on the World Wide Web.
Something those young kids were doing.
One of those things. And so she showed it to me, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of clever, because I had seen on the YouTubes, one of the crafting people that I watch on the YouTubes had done one for Beetlejuice with Michael Keaton, and it was like purple and green, that was,
Like
really
a
similar.
Halloween?
Yeah, like a Halloween wreath for Beetlejuice. And like, that's really clever. And then the same person who did the Beetlejuice one did the elf one. So I watched that video. I mean, it's the same process, we're just changing out the colors. And like halfway through hers, she stops and she says that, on her, she has a blog and she has Instagram and Facebook and whatnot, but that she had done a little teaser where she had, hinted that she had a plan, to do something, and like, I guess kind of hinted about the elf connection. I didn't see it. Like, I'm interested, I'm all caught up in it, but I don't feel the need.
So is this one of those times you invented it at the same time?
No, someone else invented it at the same time, allegedly.
Gotcha.
And that other person was getting the acclaim for it, and this OG person was like, I'm not saying that they stole my craft, but you know what it was? It was like that time that Justin Bieber drove by my mother-in-law's house and just happened to see Matthew and his buddies dancing in the front yard, and then Justin Bieber stole his moves. It is exactly like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was a very sad day.
Shoot. Go. You're not invited.
Do you want to add on that?
Not particularly, no.
Okay. But so, I know that you think that the world of YouTube DIY crafting is all glitter and sunshine and friendly people. But apparently there's some drama.
Okay.
Who knew? And I am not calling anybody out. I am not suggesting that anyone was badly behaved but I like.
That's a lie. We're dropping channel names in the description.
No, we are not. But I'm just saying, like, if the tea is hot.
Okay, how many of the long ones do you want?
10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
No, I have 10 of these.
Yeah, I have 10. So we are about done, and
now I'm gonna put these guys at the bottom.
yeah, I put the tubey ones around the middle two, and then the little not tubey ones, these little pulled out ones are around the bottom two.
Like something about a movie that other people have seen.
What?
To look like the color of.
Oh
movie
yeah,
that
to
I've
look
never
like. I think that.
I hear it's a great movie.
That cocktail is.
A lot of people seem to like it.
A lot of people do seem to like it. I like it. I think it's. I mean,
I'm sure I would too, but I've just never seen it.
I'm not a big Michael Caine fan.
Is he?
You know who I do like is not. See, now this is why we need Kathleen here. Fluff, your cat. is a menace. The mom is out. Not drinking hot glue is probably not a good idea. The mom is Mary Steenburgen. Thank you. Thank you. Mrs. Ted Danson. The mom.
She's married to Ted Danson? Mary Steenburgen?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Really?
Sorry. I don't know what you know.
This is why when we play trivia, you need me for the pulp culture.
I do. I really do. You know what you need me for? Literary characters.
True. You know what we need?
Chris for?
Everything else.
Sports. Yes,
Science!
and everything else.
Science!
And history.
Do you remember it was Mama and my anniversary, and we had gone to the garage, and they were doing trivia at the garage up on Rockwell.
Was this when Paul and I went with you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was our anniversary,
Yeah.
and
I remember
the
that.
Powells were there.
Yeah.
And it was like the tiebreaker question or the final question, and it was a question about Phineas and Ferb. And I was like, it's a Phineas and Ferb question. And Paul was like, Katie, we got this. They stood up from their end of the table and like hustled all the littles. I mean, they're not littles. They're, 18, 17, 16, because like they were like, repeat the question, please. We got this.
We won that night.
We did.
Yeah. We had all the players we needed. Everybody with their special skill set.
Yeah, and they had not been paying attention. They had been sitting down there going, God, this is so boring. Our parents are so weird. Why can't we just go back to the house? All right, so like, do not stick your fist through the center of the wreath. That is no bueno.
Okay.
Don't do it.
God.
I was gonna put my face, but it's too small of a wreath. So
Is it bigger than your head?
Do you wear it like a hat?
Okay.
oh, totally, it could be a hat.
That not exactly how I meant it, but
I knew what you meant.
Oh, and
This
then
was a
look,
lot.
this is why the hot gun has been sitting here burning my arm.
Okay.
Is now
Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready. For the big finale.
says that you can attach
Affordable.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a string.
Oh, well, I didn't want it to be a string. Scissors! But you can attach with. Nobody saw anything.
I'm distracted.
You are.
Okay.
The hot glue to the long stretchy ones.
Oh.
Ouch. Ouch.
Ouch.
But then you get.
Put that glue gun down. You don't know nothing about machinery.
Not operate! But see, then you get like.
Okay. On another team who's just like used to play pro in Mexico, and he said he just comes out and makes fools of us all. Run circles around us.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, he's just on there.
But Hilda herself is not interested in playing.
Excuse you. Put that in the pipe and smoke it, cat.
And then we have to take a picture, right? Like of the finished. So here we are with our completed craft projects, our elf wreaths. And I feel like I could like put this out on the door, and then when I know that Kathleen is gonna be coming home, I could like sneak out and flip it so that when she comes home, she has like a Scrooge and Marley moment where she's like, you know, like maybe you could put, and like Chris could be like, the ghost of Christmas past. What?
1992 Amy, how did you get here?
Wait a minute.
I know that girl.
I know that girl.
I went to her prom.
It was super sketchy, but I went anyway.
She did not look like that at the prom.
There was some false advertising going on. I thought I was going to go on a date with Glamour Shot Amy. Instead,
Yeah, well,
it was the Scheidler.
I thought I was going to
Queen.
spend the rest of my life with that hot Marine Corps uniform.
No, he still has the uniform.
It doesn't fit.
Well, you should have been a little bit more specific. You said, spend the rest of my life with the hot uniform. He got the uniform.
What good is it if he's not wearing it?
Well,
But hey, you know,
I feel like
we're moving on.
we're moving on. Yeah. So, what am I?
You're going to say.
Oh yeah. So, if you like the content, if you thought this was fun, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it and you want to see more, because quite honestly, who wouldn't?
I know, right?
Then subscribe and hit the little notification bell, and then you can like get a little notification when we post more of this wonderful content. And remember, we're a lifestyle channel. We're not just day drinking and crafting. So if you like day drinking or crafting or living or
It's a lifestyle.
thrift flips, steampunk, farm town,
True crime.
true crime. Look, if
This channel has it all.
we have it all, we're a lifestyle channel. If you have any complaints or you're offended by anything we said or did, please feel free to email my producer.
Bye.
Bye.